Hello, friend, and welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about defining your own success, really helping you to get clear on what your own level and definition of success is, apart from what you think you should do, what others are doing, or what people might tell you that you should do. And I've had to go in and sort of like reevaluate my own definition of success each time I'm in this new stage, or sometimes what I like to say, like this new iteration of me. So, when I was in college, I defined success as just getting a job, right? When I got my first job, I defined success as being able to do a really great job at that and get praise for what I did. When I worked in corporate, I defined success as to be climbing the ladder, to get promotions, to give it my all, to get acknowledged for like helping. Like that was success for me, was being that achiever and being able to be the person that people could count on. When I switch industries, I define success to be doing a really good job at that role, but also having more time and space where I wasn't carrying the stress of work home. So with each new sort of stage I was in, I was changing and evolving my definition of success. The thing is, though, is when I look back and what I see from a lot of people is I was really chasing other people's definition of success. So always trying to stay true to my values, but that can be really hard when you're chasing other people's definition of success or what you think your success should be, right? So going after things that maybe I really didn't want, or I didn't see myself in that, but I didn't realize that until later on, right? So things that I didn't feel aligned to me, and it was more things that I thought maybe I should be doing or things I should be doing. And I see this a lot with people. And the thing is you can't get really clear on your own personal definition of success until you allow yourself to get uncomfortable and really sit with and think about who you are and what you want. And most people don't give themselves the time and space to do that. They're just collecting achievements, right? Collecting certifications and titles and positions and praise. And they don't give themselves what could be really uncomfortable sometimes, this space to step back and not achieve, just to be, right? What does that even mean, to be instead of do? Most high achievers don't even know. They don't give themselves the space to just be and really sit with, who am I? Who am I right now at this stage of my life? Maybe that thing that I really wanted to achieve is no longer aligned with me. But if you don't give yourself the time to figure that out, you're going to keep chasing something that isn't the definition of success for you. And I see this a lot with my clients as well. So they are people who are, chasing, they might be chasing other people's definition of success, and it might be leading them to feel overwhelmed and burned out and overworked and unfulfilled. But they just keep trying so hard to be successful, but they feel like something is missing. And now sometimes that might just be that we need to take a step back and we need to examine how they're showing up and what are things that can change and what else can they do to manage all of that. If it's still something that they really want to do, how do they manage the burnout? And sometimes what we need to do is examine and go, is this your definition of success? Right? Is this really what you want to be doing now? And so when you feel like that thing is missing, that's where you have to go back and examine, what is my definition? And how do I want to define this? Because you're the one that gets to define what that looks like, right? Or you might be, here's the thing, you might be truly content where you are. You might really love this current stage you're at, but you also might be feeling this pressure from other people, like you should keep growing. I've heard this from clients before where they feel really content where they're at peace, they feel balanced, but they feel this pressure from other people to be doing more. You might be happy where you are, but you're getting pressure from others that you should be taking on that next promotion or that next project or taking that next step up, or you should really be expanding your business, and so you do. And then you feel overwhelmed and like you lost your balance, you lost your peace, you lost your definition of success. So we kind of see both, right? Whether you're the person who's content where you are and is feeling that success, but other people are telling you, well, you should really be doing more. Other people have this side hustle. Other people have want this promotion. Other people have this. And so you're feeling this sort of pull, or you might be the person who's like continuing to achieve and achieve and achieve, chasing some version of success that you're not really even clear on. And whether you're content where you are or you want to grow into big things and you want to keep doing things, either way, the only thing that matters is that it's on your terms, that it's your definition of success. And we need to stop allowing others to decide what we do and how we do it and when we do it and who we do it with, right? If you're chasing someone else's success, you will never feel successful. If you're chasing someone else's success, you are never going to have that feeling of feeling successful. And oftentimes, let me add, the things that we're chasing are usually external things, external definitions of success. When really what we're searching for, what we're longing for, what we really want is something internal. And I did this exercise when I was going through my coach certification. It was really eye-opening. I use it with my clients sometimes, and I want to have you try it out. So I want you to take a moment to write down a big goal that you have right now. Just really quick, jot down, what's a goal that you have right now that you want to achieve? Okay, you have your goal. I hope you have it. Whatever it is, your goal that you want to achieve. Now I want you to write down, what time frame do you want to achieve that in? What time frame? Is it a month, 6 months, a year, 2 years? Write down what the time frame is that you want to achieve that goal in. The last thing, you've got your goal, you've got your time frame. The last thing is write down one word. How will you feel when you have achieved that goal in one word? So we have our goal that you want to achieve, the time frame you want to achieve it in, and what is one word to describe how you will feel when you achieve that goal? Okay, once you have those, here's what happened in the training that I was in. So there was a group of us, these were all coaches getting certified, and here was the instructor, and they did this exercise with us, and the instructor said to us, "What's your goal?" And someone would share their goal that they wrote down, and she would say, "That's not it." And then she'd go to someone else, and she would ask, "What's your goal?" And they would say their goal, and she would say, "Nope, that's not it." And we're all looking at each other confused until she says, "The real goal that you are trying to achieve is the word that you wrote down on how you would feel. The goal you really have is to feel whatever it is you wrote down." And then she said, "Let me ask you, are you willing to wait however long you wrote down to feel that?" And I remember just feeling like, oh, wow. So I had written down at the time that my goal was to run a thriving coaching practice. You know, I was just getting certified as a coach. And I wrote down that I wanted to do it within 2 years and that I would feel proud. And when she said, well, feeling proud is really your goal, and are you willing to wait 2 years to feel proud? It was like, what? And I know I've done this exercise before with clients, and I've also done it when I've done some training sessions, virtual sessions, and I always get people saying, wow, that's an eye-opener, right? Because what you're really looking for is that word that you want to feel. And I've told people this before, the avenue through which you get that might change. And that's what I mean by your definition of success might evolve. And when I thought about that, I was like, holy cow, I had so much to be proud of already. I had made these huge leaps. I had made big, scary transitions. I was getting certified as a coach. I was going to start building up what my practice could look like. I was developing myself. I had changed my trajectory. I felt really proud already. And I could feel successful in that stage and also desire more. And so often we feel inadequate and less than in our pursuit of success, when really if we stopped more and acknowledged that everything that we have already accomplished, we could start to feel those things already and realize that maybe what we're chasing isn't what we want after all. Or maybe it is, but at least you would know because you realize what really is at the root of what you're chasing. It's not the external thing, it's the feeling you want to have. Impact, freedom, pride, whatever that is. And I often have to do this for myself where I have to stop and I have to remind myself how far I've already come and also check in with myself on how am I defining success? And am I doing the things that's going to help me live into that? So for some people, it might be working a 9 to 5 and not carrying work home with them and just loving what they do. That's their definition of success. Some people, it might be climbing up to high levels of executive roles. For some people, it might be starting a business that they can do part-time while they stay home with their kids. Other people want to build huge empires in their business, 7, 8-figure businesses. And all of those are different people's definition of success. So when you see other people doing things that you envy, you have to ask yourself, is that the success that I want? And for me, I was thinking about all these different things, and I think about all these different things I can do with my business, while also holding true to my values of things like flexibility and health and wellness. And for me, success is being able to have a balance between those things versus an external or monetary amount. So I want you to really think about, how are you defining success? And is it your own definition, or is it someone else's definition? And maybe you need to do a little reflection on, what does true success look and feel like for you right now in this stage? And remember that it can change and it can evolve as you do, as it always starts with you.